The Information Diet: How to Feed Your Mind Wisely. In today's world, we are surrounded by an overwhelming amount of information. With every click, swipe, or scroll, a steady stream of content, from news articles and social media to random online posts, finds its way to us. Unlike in the past, when gaining knowledge required considerable time and effort, we now have access to endless data at our fingertips. But with this instant access comes a hidden cost. Are we truly benefiting from all this information, or are we becoming distracted and overwhelmed? Now more than ever, we need an information diet, a method to filter what we consume and nourish our minds with knowledge that truly matters. In earlier times, knowledge was precious and hard-won. People dedicated years to learning, carefully sharing their discoveries with those who valued the information. For example, scientists like Galileo and Newton devoted countless hours to their work because knowledge was difficult to obtain and challenging to share. Books were rare, libraries were limited, and for most people, access to new information was a privilege. This scarcity made people value knowledge and use it purposefully, recognizing its potential to transform lives. Today, however, we are flooded with information. With the rapid advancement of technology, data flows freely and constantly, often without the scrutiny it deserves. News stories, blog posts, opinion pieces, social media updates, all compete for our attention, often at the expense of quality. This ease of access has, in many ways, led to a devaluation of information, making it less about truth and depth and more about capturing fleeting attention. In fact, studies show that much of what we encounter today is not just information but misinformation, carefully crafted to attract and hold our gaze. Misinformation, often more entertaining than factual, spreads with remarkable speed. A 2018 study by MIT revealed that false news stories on platforms like Twitter spread 6 times faster than verified stories. This unsettling statistic shows how easily we can be drawn into misleading narratives that seem believable simply because they are sensational. Consider 2 articles you might encounter online, one titled 5 Habits of Highly Successful People, and another claiming aliens discovered in the Amazon rainforest. While the first could provide genuine value, the second, though intriguing, could be false, but still widely shared. Without an information diet to help us critically evaluate sources and content, we risk consuming junk information that misleads rather than informs. Developing an information diet starts with choosing reliable sources, much like selecting nutritious food for our bodies. Just as we avoid junk food to protect our physical health, we need to avoid junk information to safeguard our mental clarity. Trustworthy sources, such as academic journals, reputable news outlets, and expert-authored books, provide information based on facts and research. For instance, publications like the New England Journal of Medicine, Nature, or the Wall Street Journal are widely respected for their credibility. Conversely, unverified blogs or random social media posts often lack the necessary depth and accuracy, contributing more to confusion than to understanding. Equally important is learning to limit our exposure to distractions. Social media platforms are designed to keep users engaged, often through flashy headlines and eye-catching content. Studies suggest that taking intentional breaks or setting time limits can help prevent endless scrolling and encourage more mindful consumption of information. For instance, setting a daily limit for social media or news apps can reduce the impulse to check them constantly, helping us stay focused on valuable content. Another crucial aspect of an information diet is focusing on topics that align with our personal or professional goals. By narrowing our areas of interest, we can avoid information fatigue and make room for deep, meaningful engagement with knowledge that supports our growth. If you are interested in history, for example, following credible history websites or channels like the History Channel allows you to gain deeper insights compared to random bits of historical trivia. In contrast, constantly switching between unrelated topics may only add to the noise and hinder true understanding. In building this mindful approach to information, it's helpful to remember examples of valuable and misleading information. Valuable information includes educational content from reputable sources or well-researched studies. For instance, a climate change report from a respected university offers scientifically supported data that can help guide decisions and actions. Conversely, misleading information often lacks solid evidence and is filled with exaggerated or sensational claims designed to capture attention. For example, fake news stories on social media frequently spread unchecked, leading researchers at Stanford to describe this phenomenon as information pollution, a trend that erodes public trust and clouds judgment. Philosophers and scientists have long emphasized the importance of filtering information thoughtfully. Socrates, known for his wisdom and critical thinking, once warned against false knowledge. He said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing," encouraging people to question what they believe they know. In modern psychology, Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman's research reveals that our cognitive biases often make us prone to superficial information, highlighting the need for slow, deliberate thinking. Kahneman's principle of thinking fast and slow applies well to our information consumption today. Rapid, impulsive reactions can lead us to misunderstand or misinterpret information, while slow, intentional thinking helps us process and understand. The University of Oxford also recommends practicing mindful reading, which involves carefully selecting sources and allowing ourselves time to process information. This approach promotes quality over quantity, helping people absorb and retain valuable knowledge rather than skimming through endless content without meaningful comprehension. Just as we carefully select what we eat to maintain our physical health, our mental and emotional well-being rely on what we choose to feed our minds. In conclusion, an information diet is not just helpful, it's essential in our modern world. By filtering out junk information and focusing on high-quality, meaningful content, we protect our mental clarity and equip ourselves to make better, more informed decisions. This balanced approach to information consumption enables us to avoid distractions, strengthen our understanding, and engage deeply with the knowledge that truly matters. If you're ready to cultivate a healthier relationship with information, consider following these steps and join us on this journey. Together, we can navigate the sea of knowledge with purpose and discover a more balanced, informed way of living.